types of people that can be included in the mankind, and different. Here again I would divide into two categories: modern times and heritage. Modern times we have, which we are enjoying, the various canals and irrigation systems, tanks that have been built, the weapons we use, the tools we use, and even the currency, the money that we use. What has come down to us? A vast amount of it. Both culturally, socially and religiously. We have inherited much. Many more things that we have inherited. Both tangible and which is not, cannot be felt with our hands. Environment. And it is our duty as scouts, with theme or idea of service, where we have nature, we have mankind, we have all the modern facilities that we are enjoying, and finally the heritage, cultural, social and religious. That is my personal definition of scouting. And that is what we are trying our best to do with our boys, so that when the time comes for them to get out into the world, they can live harmoniously with all that is around them. With man, with mankind, with the nature, with all that man has. A number of gadgets for which the boys work.
In brief, what is environmental education, why and how? 90, the regional subcommittee on environment, the first chairman came from India, Dr. S.N. Bharali, and under his leadership and with the inspiration from our executive commissioner, we could be able to materialize the regional conference to organize
Don't worry. You can take it out here. He's good. Okay.
It's all 7-day course.
Yeah.
Right? And our line of thinking is in a scouting background. Definitely we are all there. We'll be taking the good batch holders, selecting them, running them through the ALT course, then they'll have on-the-job training, review and evaluation, and they'll be good ALTs. Right. Then in the training, the 7-day course will provide training in the following areas, because these need emphasis in the course. The latest training methods, the use of audiovisual aids, counseling, instructing, planning and management techniques.
It's very important, because people batch and it means that we wanted a 5 days reorientation course where we wanted to say, because of this, that the group thought that between the wood batch and ALT course, sometimes there are too much of gap or something. Whatever the individual has learnt over here, he does not put it to the practice, and so he forgets many things and he loses the knowledge. So we wanted to again refresh him in this, and we wanted certain things which make this course quite bulky here. so that he again gains something. So this is a 5 days course what he proposed in between ALT and woodbatch. And this is ALT is again a 7 batch. In ALT they should be exposed to, they should get some exposure, and so they should be given chance in the basic, advanced and even woodbatch courses as a member of the staff.
Your patent, is it yours?
No.
Okay, do you think it is necessary to have ceremony training for LT course? You know, because
Not necessary. SLFI has been providing its staff the meals while on duty, and the pantry serves the participants as well. Staff having their lunch at the SLFI canteen, and it's provided free for the whole staff. The course. It's the staff meal time now at the SL. This is the temporary office, the National Scout Headquarters, maintained at the SLFI to cater to the needs of the seminar participants. And they also ran a scout shop for the benefit of the participants.
Improving the overall performance of your association. Explain to you, be responsible to the changing needs of time, place, and situation. You know, for a time, in the course of time, the scouting skill for full outing may not be so important. We may need other skills. For example, the use of computer and use of other mechanisms to use. And you get the efficiency in the, you have a unit leader training, we have basic course, advanced course. And this is a formalized training. Without any recognition of external training. For example, we are going to have a training course on leader training, which includes the human resources element. If Gerald is chairman of the World Scout Training Committee, as a member, because we don't think he's a vocal, capable. And you know the word accreditation, that means you issue some recognition, explain it to other people. Understanding is not good, they must explain it. The third is working as a practical skills instructor. They can teach how the skill to other people. And they can be working in face-to-face meetings, counseling, to give them advice. But basically, the problem you identify are management problems. They can solve. If your NPC
discharge sheet and other illustriously for our archives at our training department. We will be in full uniform for the closing ceremony. There will be an opportunity for our participation. Clarify, because a situation like this may not come for quite some time. Related to what we have been doing during these 5 days. Very good.
In your opinion, have we attained the objectives of this work?
And the facilities, I am very much satisfied. And it takes training long before, 1 year before. Chief Commissioner and I discussed the possibility of putting up this. For example, bringing our brother elder from Pakistan and Gerald and Rohan is not so I am satisfied. I am very much happy. Except one thing that he has done a lot and he will do a lot for our generation.
Can you just tell us the future of Bhutan and USSR? How long it may take?
Yes, this is a good question. You know, starting the Olympics in Korea, this is the Olympics in Korea triggered off the collapsing of what we used to call Soviet Union. In fact, the whole world was fighting against one nation, Russia, Soviet Union. There were some countries allied with Russia, but mainly the free world was against the communists. And we are still. This is good for you.
So the declarations are as follows. I just go with that. We, the members of the National Scout Associations of Bangladesh, India, Pakistan, Nepal, Singapore and Sri Lanka, gathered at the 4th Asia Pacific Regional Scout Program and Training Workshop from the 15th to the 19th of May 1993 in Colombo, Sri Lanka, declare as follows. The points we have covered. First, youth program. We will adapt the youth program and make modifications where necessary, taking into consideration the needs and priorities of the member scout organizations. That's the first expression. Second one covers adults in scouting. We shall place further emphasis on the concept of adults in scouting and evaluate
At the moment, I would like to ask the chairman of the declaration committee, Mr. Nanda, Corea, to propose the workshop declarations.
We will adopt the youth program and make modifications where necessary, taking into consideration the needs and priorities of the member scout organizations. Second, we shall place further emphasis on the concept of adults in scouting and evaluate its effectiveness. Third, as environment is a global issue, we shall give more emphasis to environment-related activities in the youth program. Fourth, we shall also commit to give greater emphasis to the community development activity and developmental education activity through the youth program. Okay. We agree in principle to assist the Asia Pacific region in whatever capacity possible in the publication of guidelines on how to organize jamboree and other such publications useful to the scouting world. Next, we shall commit to take whatever steps necessary to promote the cause of scouting with the aim of increasing membership. 7. We shall make use of the human resource development and management concept in managing and motivating leaders. Finally, we shall make our achievements more visible to the general community, business organizations and influential figures for the purpose of publicity and to gain wider support morally and financially.
Our chief guest, and brother scouts, we are gathered here to close ceremoniously this very successful 5-day workshop on program and training. Mr. Kim Young will deliver this.
Assalamu alaikum. Namaste. How do you say it? No. Good afternoon. Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. Wirasekara, our distinguished lady guest and coordinator, Dr. Wirasekara, who is also a member of the Executive Committee of Sri Lanka Scout Association, for his generosity for the use of this wonderful center. I have just told him that the success of an event is largely to do with its venue. I sincerely thank you again, Director, and your staff, dedicated staff, represented by our coordinator, all the time smiling. For her, there is no impossibility. She always, yes, thank you very much. Dedicated, bringing to Sri Lanka. You may be shocked. This was to be Mount Pinatubo. But you're okay. Thank you. And more power to you all.
Scouting is going with active participation and devotion from all of us. I am very impressed by the commitment, devotion, and active participation of all of you during the workshop. No matter during the sessions, work projects, you demonstrate quite a high scouting spirit, which is an example for all the other adult leaders. I hope, I am sure that the thing you share, the experience you share here, will be useful when you come back to your country or come back to your region.
Flag of appreciation presented to Sri Lanka Scout Association host 4th Asia Pacific Regional Program and Training Workshop, Sri Lanka Foundation Institute, Colombo, 15th. Rohana, to Mr. B.P. Perera, to Mr.
Please, Nisar Ali of Pakistan. Mr. Ransiri Perera. Mr. G.G. Windsor. Of Bangladesh. Mr. Mohammed Effendi Rajab of Singapore. Mrs. E.H. Handunneththi. Mr. M.P. Abethunga. R.A. Wirasekara. K.P. Nanda. Mr. Muhammad Salih. Mr. Vishwa Vijay Lal Ranjit of Nepal. Mr. Gami Somati Laka. Mr. M.P.H. Mohammed. Mr. Muhammad Abul Kalam. Mr. S. Mrs. W. P.T. and Renu Jayasinghe Senara Tiapa. Mr. Stanley Malcolm Gunarathnam.
I did some stupid now. You got knowledge of anybody. Why did you here?
Mr. K. M. Anthony. Mr. G.J. Gunarathnam.
You eat very often at the center council.
India.
Thank you very much. I would like to take leave.
Oh yes,
Mr. Sarath, Mr. Loy Ching, Mr. Apande, I am extremely happy and proud to be here. I am happy because it rekindles in my mind my young days when I was a school student. How much I enjoyed scouting. I started as tenderfoot and ended up as the group leader. And to this day, those values that went into me during those young years, Mata has been here, the team has been here, and all our converts from Sri Lanka, whatever way in which we could, the staff and myself, to make the activities in the past as well as the present activities. But it is the spirit and the morale. Every morning when you come, you must be happy, and it's the spirit and the morale that keeps training going and makes training effective, where you get the feeling, where you get the result participation of the participants and the resource persons, but also the environment, overall environment that the training takes place in. That's why we feel that places like hotels are not the best place to train, the human resource itself. So, when I reflect back on what I heard a little while ago about your Colombo declaration, touching areas like human resource development, environment, community development, leadership, promoting visibility of the movement, making the movement more widespread. I think these are very promising targets, goals. You're already committed to it, you are doing it, but I do hope that with this kind of activity,
that you will be able to do that with
Edirishinghe
Vote of thanks. So that privilege is given to me. Well, I am not going to stay long on this because my overseas friends, some are flying tonight and others allow me to go home because we are taking up the time. Anyway, it's my time duty to thank our chief guest, gracing this occasion, Dr. Wirasekara, my friend, who had been helping us right throughout. This is not the first time, as he mentioned. Last was our ALT course in some participants. They will remember how cordial and how helpful he was. If he was not here as the director, I am sure we wouldn't very much, Nanda. You gave us a lot of support and you sat on the committee and helped us in various ways. Thank you so much, for making this work of a very big success. Thank you very much.
We are all together again, we are here, we are here. For the benefit of those who don't know the words, they are quite simple. We are all together again, we are here, we are here. We are all together again, we are here, we are here. Who knows when we'll be all together again, singing, we are all together again, we are here, we are here. We are all together again, we are here, we are here. But who knows when we'll be all together again? We are all together again, we are here, we are here.
Please return the guidebook request.
Very nice. Here is the band habit of taking with the right hand. Thank you very much.